A bipartisan group of U.S. lawmakers is suing President Obama in federal court for taking military action in Libya without authorization from Congress. The lawsuit alleges that the president has violated the U.S. Constitution, which gives the power to declare war with Congress.
And they didn't have time to come to Congress of the United States. I mean, come on. They clearly were trying to do an end run around the Constitution, and now it's going to be a matter for the court to decide whether or not they violated that Constitution.
The War Powers Resolution requires the White House to get permission from Congress to deploy the military for more than 90 days. Sunday marks 90 days since the U.S. joined the NATO-led no-fly zone mission over Libya. The White House argues that current military operations in Libya do not require congressional authorization because U.S. combat forces are playing a constrained role, and that the War Powers Resolution doesn't apply. But not all members of Congress agree.
Unfortunately, it doesn't really pass the smell test legally because all it asserts is that, well, he could do this because it wasn't a war. Come on, I mean, it's a war.
House Speaker John Boehner is not satisfied with the response from the White House.
I think it's time for the president to outline to the American people why we are there, what the mission is, and what our goals are, and how do we exit this.
Lawmakers demanded to know the cost of the U.S. mission in Libya. The White House says it was almost $716 million through June 3rd and is likely to rise to $1.1 billion by September 30th, which is currently the end date for the NATO coalition.
I don't think we belong in a lot of those areas, probably Libya being one.
I think if we focus some of our funds at home, we could support education and other causes which are very important.
Political analyst Rhonda Al-Ghamdi says it's time for the U.S. to rethink its foreign policy and use more diplomacy.
I believe that the United States can cooperate or asking for cooperation with other governments in terms of security.
The lawsuit, which also targets Defense Secretary Robert Gates, challenges the policy that any president can take the U.S. to war unilaterally. Rhonda, Pence, Press TV, Washington.